Okay, here is my sales speech. Um, okay, I'm gonna tell a policy about a gun. Okay, so now I'm gonna start. On December 14th, 2012, a 20-year-old Adam Lanza finally shot 20 children and six adult staff members in a mass murder at Sandy Hook Elementary School in the village of Sandy Hook in Newton, Connecticut. Before driving to the school, Lander shot and killed his mother Nancy at their Newton home. As first responders arrived, he committed suicide by shooting himself in the head. The case of Sandy Hook um, elementary school shooting is really a shock. That means every one of us is in danger at any time. To protect our children, our family, our friends, and everyone equally to live in the world. Gun control legislation should be regulated like cars today. I would like to talk about some serious problem of gun shooting and its feasibility solutions. So, um, uh, let's further examine the problem and its harms. The Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting is not a coincidence. Many similar cases have happened in other places, such as the Virgin Tech massacre. The successive gun killings drive people to consider the reason for gun killing. It is time to take a comprehensive look at our gun laws. The Iowa state permits people to purchase handgun, which is powerful enough to gun down several victims in minutes. According to gun laws in Iowa, on January 1st, 2011, Iowa became a shall-issue state for a permit to carry weapons on one's person. Application must successfully complete an approved training course, but it does not limit the application's qualification. That is, even people who have committed violent acts and even those with serious mental illness are able to purchase handguns. Since there's no strict limit to people who carry guns, it provides an opportunity that can be exploited to offenders' advantage. So how can we minimum the gun threat that seems beyond control? The solution to address the serious problem can follow the example of the practice on automobiles. That is, we are to register and license guns the same way we do automobiles. The gun holder should be trained and licensed. The gun registration system should be established, extending periods, awaiting periods, criminal background checks for provide gun sales, putting a lifetime ban on gun ownership for people convicted of violent crimes. Um, Reinstating the federal ban on assault weapons and large ammunition clips. You may doubt that the feasibility of this practice. Well, let's look at two successful cases. The tyranny of Australia's gun laws was prompted by the worst mass murder in Australian history on April 28, 1996. a gunman opened fire on tourists in Port Order, Tasmania, killing 35 people and wounding 23 or more. Just 12 days later, Australia's government responded by announcing a bipartisan deal along with state and local governments to enact gun control measures according to Will Orlemans, a state staff writer. According to research published by Australia Labor Member of Parliament Andrew Lance in 2010, the buyback program reduced firearm suicide by 74% and gun-related homicides by 59%, said the Sydney Morning. In Britain, we have had Dublin where 16 children were gunned down in 1996. Dublin has so much in common with what has happened in Newton, said Harry McGuinn, 71, who has lived in Dublin for 30 years. The Firearms Act 1988, is known, made registration of shotguns mandatory and banned semi-automatic and pump action weapons. While the ban initially seemed to have little impact, the number of crimes involving guns have dropped in recent years. In 2010s and to 2011, there were 11,227 offenses, 3% below the peak number. Crimes involving handguns also dropped 44% between 2002 and 2003 and 2010 and 2011. Unfortunately, where it is too late to save back those innocent lives, all we can do is to prevent it happening in the future. Since we have distinguished the seriousness of gun shooting as necessary to register and license guns the same way we do automobiles is self-evident. If we are indifferent with this problem and take no action, our children and friends and families will still live in danger for one is forearmed. Okay, thank you.